What is going up, guys? Welcome back to the best day trading and investing channel on YouTube. I am your host, Carter. We have a special episode today. We're going to be talking about the RSI indicator, pretty much what it is, how to use it, and how to properly use it for success. Now, before we get started, I need you guys to do me a huge favor. Go down, smash that like button, and subscribe to the channel because, guys, we are number one. We're the number one podcast on Anchor and Apple Podcast and pretty much anywhere where you listen to podcasts. We are one of the top day trading channels on YouTube. Now, you guys should just subscribe to the channel. But all right, so let's just get started here. So pretty much what the RSI is. The RSI is the relative strength index. Now, what that is, where it is. Now, generally, it is at the bottom of the chart. This is it right here. So we'll teach you how to actually pull this study up. So it's super simple. All you got to do is go to Studies. You can either click Add Studies or you can just click Edit. We're just going to click Edit because we're going to delete it. And then we're going to pull it up again. So up in the top left here, we have this little search bar. We're just going to go RSI. Boom. We can double click it. Now it just gets pulled in right here. Now pretty much how to edit it, super easy. Just click this little gear icon and then you can just leave it. You can change whatever you want, fix it, change the colors. Now that's add it. So we're just going to click apply, then OK, boom. So now it's good. All right, so pretty much what the RSI does is it measures the speed and change of the price movement. So pretty much what that means is it takes in volume, it takes in price points and how fast the stock is moving. So then you get this general, these two lines. We have a 70 and a 30. Now, what those mean is when the RSI breaks above 70, this tends to be when the stock is overbought. So then we will most likely get a downturn like such. Now, when the stock breaks below 30, this pretty much means the stock is oversold. So we have a tendency for some sort of bounce like such. Some bounce or just some consolidation. That's what we got here. So we're going to be showing you guys how to pretty much use this for success here. It's super simple. So pretty much all you got to do is pull it up, and now you're just going to be looking at the price and the 70 because I find it is a lot easier to actually short stocks using the RSI than any other indicator, just because as a long buyer, it's very simple. It's very easy for a stock to pretty much just have everything slow down, and that will cause this little spike right here, and then we'll get more short sellers coming in. So I just find that it is a lot easier to actually short stocks with this indicator, especially if we are above the, or if we're below the moving average lines, and I'll show you that here in a second. So pretty much what happened here today, we had this huge price. We're looking at ticker symbol AAPL, or the company known as the one and only Apple. So this stock pretty much went from 178 all the way to 180. So that's a $2 price movement, pretty solid move. Now, how would you have known to capture this? Well, realistically, it would have been near impossible to actually trade this stock. And by the time you would have seen it at that anything looked interesting over pre-market highs at 179, it's only a dollar movement all the way back up, and there is some resistance at 182. So pretty much the risk is pretty much all the way back down to this support, and the reward is a dollar. So it's pretty much just a 1-to-1 risk ratio. So it's really not the best move. But as compared to the short side, this is why I like to short stocks. So pretty much right here we have this resistance coming in. Now this is a hard resistance at pretty much 180. This is where the stock tends to fall. So pretty much we had this huge break. We're above the 70, almost to pushing an 80 here on the RSI. And since history tends to repeat itself, we had this huge push earlier. Where was it? I believe it was on this ticker symbol. Yeah, we had this huge push the other day. We had a little bounce and then a sell-off. So history tends to repeat itself, guys. So we had a little push up and we broke above the 70 and sold off. So it's a lot harder to actually capture the gains going forward, but capturing it on the short side is a lot easier because we have a lot more downside potential just because we have the resistance at 180 and it is above the 70 on the RSI indicator. So pretty much, guys, the RSI indicator is a super important tool, especially for dating small caps. Now for day trading large caps, large caps, it is a solid tool everybody should have. But let's pull up our stock here, OTLK. This was a stock that was moving a little bit. OTLK. Now we're going to show you the difference here. So this thing actually starting to look a little interesting here. We got some volume coming in. But since this stock broke the RSI all the way up here, and we still had this huge rush. Now this is just honestly because of the float. This is the shares available. So when the stock thinks it's really crazy, well, it is, and it's most likely going to continue because of the float and the volume that is hitting the stock. So that's why it's breaking way above here, way above the 70. And look, the stock barely even moved. It went, from 273 all the way to 248. So that's only, just a little move. Realistically, that's like 30 cents or so. But since we had this huge push up, this stock definitely gained traction. But the reason why I would not short something like small caps as much is just because the RSI doesn't really factor in as much. I mean, for large caps it does, because this is just a real technical indicator that tons of traders use. But for small caps, like I was saying, just because of the float. So the float is just the shares available to trade and the volume. So if it has a high volume and the stock is ripping up, obviously we have this break above the 70. So I really don't like to use this on small caps. I like to use it on large caps if and when I do day trade them or use them for swing trades. Now this is a very, very cool tool for swing trades. So let's pull up Apple here. Close that out. Now we're not going to look at the daily chart. We're going to look at the 30. Let's just look at the 20-day. So pretty much, guys, you can see where this stock has been oversold just because we had this huge pretty much sell-off here. But Apple has been in the news a lot lately, so it hasn't really looked too strong. But as you guys can see right here, boom, we have this huge break, 215. The stock's at 215, way above the 70. This would be a perfect time to short for a possible swing trade, guys. With this gap down, the stock has just really been having terrible news. And the RSI indicator is a strong indicator to look for reversals. But yeah, so that is it though. That is the proper way to actually use the RSI indicator. So pretty much I only use it for shorting, but if you guys can use it for long trading, that is a awesome tool. I'm just telling you what I use it for. But that is it though. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I hope you guys learned something. And if you did, please go ahead and smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. It is greatly appreciated. So remember to always stay happy, stay positive, and I hope you guys have an awesome rest of the week here. We'll see you guys tomorrow in another episode. So take care. Peace.